Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing eyebrow do's and don'ts. So these are all of the eyebrow mistakes that I, in my personal opinion, think are essentially deal breakers when it comes to eyebrows. Obviously, there are no rules in makeup and you are completely entitled to do your eyebrows however you please. But if you are going for a natural brow or a wearable brow, or you are wanting something to, frame your eyes and complement your facial features, these are the mistakes that you probably are going to want to miss. Now, you all know already that Benefit brow products are some of my all-time favorite products. So in today's video, we're going to be teaming up with Benefit and I'm going to walk you through the worst eyebrow mistakes that I think that you can make. So if you're interested in seeing that, then please keep on watching. So my first eyebrow don't is to stop trying to make your brows look perfectly symmetrical on both sides. Everyone's brows naturally have slight alterations in shape and color and position, and this actually adds character to your face. If you try to make both of your brows perfect, mirror images of each other, you can actually kind of wind up looking like a robot. So try and embrace your natural differences. Eyebrow don't number 2 is brushing the brows down with a spoolie. Brushing the brow hairs in a downward direction will actually drag your entire eye down, it will make your eyes look smaller, and it will make you look a lot more tired. Instead, what you do want to do is brush those hairs upward and outwards to help lift the eye and the brow. Eyebrow don't number 3 is to excessively pluck your brows and also to pluck a lot of hairs above your brow. If you continually are over plucking your brows, it actually damages the hair follicle and the brow hairs will stop growing. And if you are plucking too many hairs above the brow, it actually will move the position of the brow down and your brow will become closer to your eye, and then that's just going to make your eyes appear even smaller. So always remove hairs from just underneath. Eyebrow don't number 4 is using long, solid single lines when filling your brows in with a pencil. Not only will this change the shape of the brow, but it will also look very unnatural. What you want to do instead is use multiple short brush strokes. This is going to softly feather in the brows, and it's also going to mimic the appearance of natural hairs. The pencil that I'm using to do this is the Precisely My Brow pencil. This one's great because it has such a small defined point. There's also a spoolie at the other end of the pencil to brush through the product once you are done. Eyebrow don't number 5 is when filling in with a pencil, do not hold the pencil at the base close to the eyebrow. This is going to result in you applying too much pressure, and then that is going to result in applying excess product. What you want to do is hold the pencil further out to the perimeter and then use, again, very soft brush strokes to gently feather in those brows. Eyebrow don't number 6, and in my opinion one of the most important ones, is picking up way too much product on your brush. What you do want to do if you've picked up too much product is remove any of that excess on the back of your hand before going in and filling in your brows. Eyebrow don't number 7, and this applies specifically to when you are using pomades or powders on a brush, and it is dipping into the product and then going straight in and starting the application at the head of the brow. The head of the brow is supposed to be the softest part of the brow, so what you do want to do is actually apply immediately to the arch and the tail of the brow, and then with whatever is left over on the brush, you can work that one through the head to create a really nice gradient effect. To do this, I'm using the Benefit Browsings powder. This is one of my favorite powders for really nice, natural, long-lasting brows. It's pretty well foolproof, and by that I mean it's very difficult to apply too much powder and end up looking angry. Eyebrow don't number 8 is trying to mold the head of your brow into a square shape. The hairs in this area don't actually grow directly up, they grow on sort of more of like a sideways diagonal angle. So as you can see, it looks quite unnatural, and it also really harshens my face and again kind of makes me look angry. What you want to do is follow the natural shape of the hairs, and you can see they go up on a diagonal angle, and you can also use your brush to draw in little vertical strokes to mimic the natural brow hairs. Eyebrow mistake number 10 is trying to color in your brows all one color, so having the head of the brow the same color as the tail of the brow. Instead, what you want to be doing is creating a soft gradient effect whereby the head of the brow is slightly lighter than the tail of the brow, and it's easily achievable just by using different pressures on the brush. Eyebrow don't number 10 is using a brow product that's the completely wrong color for your hair color. What you do want to be doing is using a color that naturally matches the roots of your hair. So you can see that this brow here is way too red and way too warm for my natural hair color. So yeah, for me, I need to use a cooler, darker, ashier type color to match my hairline. This is going to look the most natural and flattering on my face. Eyebrow don't number 11 is excessively overdrawing your brows. It's obviously great to accentuate the length, the arch, the height of the brow, but when you take it too far, it ends up becoming quite unflattering, as you can see it is here on me. So really, as a general rule, try to stick within the natural hair. Oh gosh, I'm having fun here, aren't I? Within the natural hair growth of the brow to keep them most flattering for your features. Or you can also use a brow stencil to cut out the hard work for you. Here I'm using the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I love this one because it's a triangular shape, meaning that there is a thinner edge for lining and defining the brows and then a thicker edge for filling them in. It's just really easy to work with. Eyebrow Don't number 12 is curving the tip of the brow down into a circular shape. This again is just going to make your eyes appear droopy and tired. So instead what you want to do is to essentially draw a straight line outwards from the tip of the brow in the same angle and direction, and just extend that line out further and not curve it down. This will give your eye a more lifted and more youthful appearance. Eyebrow Don't number 13 is to create a really thick tail at the end of your brow. Again, this will make your features appear a lot more harsh and aged, and it's just not overly flattering, as you can see here, in comparison to the other side where the tip is very nice and thin and defined, and it's just a whole lot more attractive. Eyebrow Don't number 14 is forgetting to set the brows. Yep, you don't want to be that girl. So instead what you want to do is to use a brow gel to set your brows. It can be a clear brow gel or a tinted one like this one. This is the Benefit Gimme brow gel, and this actually has little fibers in it that will sort of stick to your brows and help your brows have more volume. Will also help make your brows last all day and be totally smudge proof. And then finally, Eyebrow Don't number 15 is using a concealer that is way too light to correct any eyebrow mistakes and to carve out the brows. Carved out brows can look really amazing, but if you use a concealer that is way too light, what you are essentially doing is highlighting the perimeter of the brow and making that the feature instead of the brow itself. Instead, try to use a foundation, concealer, or powder that matches your skin tone perfectly so that the brow is the actual feature and that it defines your eyes rather than the other way around. So that's it for the video today, guys. I hope you found this helpful and enjoyable. Please, if you have any other questions at all, please pop them down below in the comment section. I will be sure to answer them. Obviously, as I said earlier, makeup is art. There are essentially no, rules for makeup, but if you are wanting a brow that, really complements your eyes, your face shape, your features, and all of that, those were all of the mistakes that I think are probably worth missing. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye!